Blake Lively and her so-called witness just pulled off the dumbest move of this entire case. You know it's bad when even the Daily Mail, the same outlet that usually drools over celebrities, flat out says Blake's trap backfired. Isabella Ferrer claimed Justin Baldoni's team was harassing her with subpoenas. But here's the problem. Months ago, she happily responded to Blake's subpoena without a single complaint. So, it's harassment only when Justin asks? Please. Then Justin's lawyers flipped the entire game with one genius move. They offered to cut Ferrer out completely. Don't want involvement? Fine, done. Which means if Ferrer keeps showing up in this case, that's on Blake, not Justin. Suddenly, the victim looks like the one being dragged by Blake's side, not his. And just like that, Blake's PR strategy collapsed. This isn't harassment, it's exposure. Here's the part. Blake's PR doesn't want you to slow down and notice. Isabella Ferrer only discovered the word harassment when Justin Baldoni's subpoena showed up. Before that, she complied with Blake's subpoena like it was a VIP invite. No tears, no statements, no moral panic. That contradiction isn't a typo, it's the blueprint of this whole stunt. Because if being served is inherently traumatic, it's traumatic from anyone. But if it's fine when Blake does it and harassment when Justin does it, then congratulations, your neutrality is dead and your bias is showing. And from that bias, Justin's team carved the cleanest counterpunch of the case. The stipulation. You don't want to be involved, Isabella? Great. Neither side uses you. No testimony, no texts, no mini-me witness. Done. Now the trap snaps shut. If Blake accepts, she loses her convenient echo. If Blake refuses, she's the one dragging Isabella deeper into the fight she claims to be avoiding. Either way, the "Justin is bullying me" headline turns to dust. The only reason this blew up is because someone tried to manufacture a victim narrative to overwrite an inconvenient fact. Isabella previously praised Justin's set as safe, supportive, professional. You can't torch that history just because the script changed. So yes, call it what it is, a PR boomerang. They launched it circled back, and now they're pretending the bruise is evidence. It's not. It's impact of their own move, hitting exactly where the mask slipped. The turning point in this legal circus came when Blake Lively's team pulled Ferrer's story into the spotlight. What was first seen as a supporting detail quickly turned into a weapon. Ferrer's account, once considered straightforward, has been twisted and reshaped to fit Blake's version of events. And the inconsistencies are impossible to ignore. Reports suggest that Blake's lawyers leaned heavily on selective testimony, carving out only the parts that cast Justin in the worst possible light, while quietly brushing aside the context that could have cleared his name. This isn't just a courtroom move, it's a public relations play. By framing Ferrer's narrative as the smoking gun, Blake's team managed to get headlines screaming Justin's guilt before the facts even hit the table. Insiders now claim Ferrer himself feels uneasy about how his words have been manipulated, and whispers from within the courtroom hint that even the judge raised an eyebrow at the contradictions. Yet the damage is done. The story has been spun, and millions are already convinced. For Justin, this is more than a fight for his career. It's a battle to prove that he isn't the villain Hollywood wants him to be. The question now is simple. Can he untangle himself from a narrative that was never entirely his to begin with? Or will Blake's reworked version of Ferrer's testimony seal his fate before the trial even ends? Justin Baldoni has not stayed silent in the face of these attacks. While Blake's camp has painted him as the aggressor, Justin and his team are now pulling apart every thread of her claims, piece by piece. His lawyers have begun presenting documents and communications that directly challenge the timeline Blake's side has constructed. Sources close to the case say Justin's camp is leaning on hard evidence, receipts, emails, and behind-the-scenes records to show that much of Blake's story doesn't add up. More importantly, Justin's defense strategy goes beyond the courtroom. He's been quietly rallying support from colleagues, insiders, and even former collaborators who are willing to testify to his integrity. For every accusation that Blake's PR machine throws at him, Justin is countering with transparency and consistency. What makes this battle even more intense is that Justin is aware of the power of perception. He knows the court of public opinion is just as dangerous as the legal one. That's why his team has been careful to position him not as a victim, but as someone standing against a Hollywood system that rewards the loudest narrative rather than the truth. Fans are starting to notice too. Online discussions show a growing divide, some questioning Blake's tactics, others defending Justin's calm but calculated response. One thing is clear, Justin isn't going down quietly. not just defending his reputation, he's fighting to expose how quickly Hollywood can turn truth into theater. If the courtroom is one battlefield, the media is another. And right now, the PR war is just as vicious as the legal fight. Blake Lively's team has been relentless, pushing narratives through carefully planted headlines, exclusive leaks, and sympathetic interviews that frame her as the wronged party. But here's the twist. Taylor Swift's name has been pulled into the storm, even though she has nothing to do with the case itself. Reports claim Blake's camp strategically invoked Taylor during the deposition, suggesting that private communications and alliances could come under scrutiny. That move sent shockwaves across both fan bases, with many wondering if Blake is using Taylor's influence as a shield to strengthen her position. Meanwhile, Justin's camp views this as classic Hollywood distraction tactics. Divert attention from weak claims by dragging in a bigger celebrity name to amplify the noise. And the media has happily taken the bait. Every tabloid headline now connects Blake, Justin, and Taylor, making it impossible for the story not to trend. But in doing so, the case has taken on a dangerous new dimension. It's no longer just about truth, it's about who can weaponize public opinion more effectively. The irony? Taylor's brand thrives on loyalty and authenticity, yet being dragged into this mess threatens to spark unintended backlash against Blake. If fans believe Taylor is being exploited for PR clout, Blake's carefully crafted narrative may begin to crumble under its own weight. The fallout has been nothing short of explosive. In the days following Blake Lively's deposition, the public reaction has split right down the middle. On one side, loyal fans defend her fiercely, insisting she's standing up against a toxic culture in Hollywood. On the other, critics accuse her of weaponizing half-truths, dragging innocent names into the mess, and using media manipulation to stay ahead. The decision to pull Taylor Swift into the orbit of this controversy has only intensified the divide. Swifties, known for their unmatched loyalty, immediately began questioning Blake's motives, with some even accusing her of exploiting her friendship for leverage. Meanwhile, Justin Baldoni has emerged as something of an underdog figure. His refusal to buckle under media pressure and his team's calm but firm rebuttals have gained traction. Commentators note that, for once, Hollywood's usual playbook of spinning the narrative may be backfiring. Instead of drowning him, the storm is pushing Justin into the spotlight as the one trying to hold the line against calculated PR moves. Behind the scenes, industry insiders whisper about reputational risks. Some producers reportedly view Blake's tactics as too messy, while others believe she's playing a dangerous game that could cost her big projects if the public sentiment turns against her. At the same time, Justin's stock appears to be rising, with fans rallying behind him as a figure of quiet resilience in the face of Hollywood chaos. The fight has gone beyond courtroom filings. It's now a referendum on credibility, loyalty, and authenticity. And if history tells us anything, once the tide of public opinion shifts, it doesn't stop. Both stars are playing for their careers, and one wrong move could mean total collapse. At the end of the day, this isn't just about one deposition or one feud. What we're witnessing is Hollywood's dirty machinery laid bare. Blake Lively's polished image is colliding with accusations of manipulation, while Justin Baldoni fights to protect his name against a storm he never asked for. Friendships, alliances, and reputations are being tested in real time, and the court of public opinion is proving to be far more ruthless than any legal battle. The truth? Nobody in this story walks away clean. Whether Blake's strategy works or crumbles, whether Justin rises stronger or gets buried under PR spin, the fallout will shape both of their careers for years to come. So buckle up, because this drama is only getting started, and Hollywood is watching every move.